ACUPANEL installation. As you can see, this is the oak finish. It's basically a little buttons of, I would imagine it's a recycled plastic buttons with very thin oak veneer, pre-finished, either lacquered or oiled. Very uniform, very even, very smooth, and it's been fixed to this felt, just a felt backing. So there's quite a lot of synthetic, and this felt backing will actually reduce the sound, and all these shapes can actually break the sound as well. And it looks great, I think. I'm going to install it here on that chimney wall for customer. So I'm going to sit it on top of the skirting. I checked skirting for level, and it is level, so I'm going to use that as my datum point. Ceiling dives down a little bit as it comes that way, so I'll have to fit 1 by 1 panel and cut them tight between skirting and the ceiling. Now each panel is 600 wide, 600 millimeter wide, and our chimney breast is 1535. So I'll have to trim one of the panels down, and I'll explain that how I'm going to set that up. So where our chimney breast is 1535, just going to double check that now. Never enough measuring. Yeah, 1535 millimeters. And each one of these panels up to that edge of the felt is 600 millimeters. So 2 panels will bring us obviously to 1200. I mark up, I put my finger on 1200 here, and then open the tape up and look where my 1535 mark is coming. Now that is coming in the middle of this button here. So I don't want that. I want to place these panels nice and even. So to place it nice and even, to have a straight edge on the end, I need to be cut on 1507, which is basically the edge of this panel here. That's where we're going to cut it. And 1506 is 28, or 1507 is 28 millimeters smaller than our chimney breast. So if I split that 28 millimeters in half, I'll get 14 millimeters. I need to leave the gap from the edge of the chimney. So from the edge of the chimney, I need to set my first panel 14 millimeters in. So when I cut my last panel, it will sit 14 millimeters in from that edge over there. The panel itself cuts easily with a sharp blade on the circular saw. You can see that felt. It's just a fibrous felt, and it's been stapled on the back. Right, I think I'll have to cut a little bit more. Right. I overseen this. That's the reason why it doesn't fit. Because the cut I made, it's all the way through boards and the backing panel. On the bottom side, the backing panel actually protrudes another about 3 or 4 millimeters further. So I just need to trim this. I think I'll try to use my Stanley knife. Oh, sorry, it's an ox knife, it's not Stanley. It's just basically felt, compressed fibers, material, fabric, call it how you want it. There you go, just a felt cut. And yes, it's an ox knife, it's not Stanley knife. I got both. And Irvine as well. Irvine knife. Not featured in this video. So now it sits on perfect on top of that skirting. As you can see, actually pretty much wedged. So now, that being the case, I got 2 of these panels pre-cut. I'm gonna get on and stick it to the wall. And I'll be able to trim the last one to the exact size. This is adhesive, or mounting glue as they called it, that they supplied with a panel. So like any other tube adhesive, standard silicone tube, cut the top off. Be careful with it because it's black in color. Don't get it on the places you don't like it. We've got pre-cut nozzle, which is great for nice thick beads. As you can see, it's a pre-cut nozzle. So I know I'm starting panel about 14 millimeters. I'm going to keep way off that edge. And I got another line about here. That's where that panel finishes, and this is the line of that panel there. This pre-cut nozzle gives nice V sealant bed. Sorry, I'm thinking how to call it. Yeah, sealant bed. As you can see, it actually sticks out evenly, nice V joint. It's quite thick as well. So I'm now gonna. So now let's mount panels on the wall. I got my little mark here on the side of 14 millimeters. Okay. That looks plumb. Okay. Dub it home. You can always put a few extra pins in, staples or something, if it's plasterboard, and just put a bit of flat marking pen on to hide the staple. Obviously stapling to the felt, not to the buttons. Now the second one, just do tight against the first one. Make sure where two panels meet, that joint is good, so you don't have any deviation that way, and that they actually met up together nice and tight. I think that is good. Now I can just double check. If I set off 15 or 14 mil from that edge, I need my panel to be 307. So 307 on the panel is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slats wide. I need to go that way. So I'll have to cut both sides of this panel lengthwise. This is 87.5. This is 87.25 full. And here it is, third panel, third section. Just going to try it and dry. will fit. Same thing. Adhesive. I would say yes, 1 tube of adhesive is sufficient. 3 panels on flat wall. So double check, 14 millimeters here, 15 millimeters here. So we are 1/2 millimeter too far that way. I think I can live with that. 1/2 millimeter. So let's have a look. It looks fairly neat, sits nice and tight back to the wall. Where is our joint? Right, here's the joint. You can, if you look closely, you can just about see that edge of the felt there. But that's really close. From here you can't even see it anymore. I think it looks great. I'm not sure exactly how much customer have paid for it. I think it's about 130–40 pounds a panel, obviously plus adhesive, maybe plus delivery, but that is now part of furnishing of this bedroom. Actually goes well with that shade, lampshade. There you go. That's how to install ACUPANEL to the wall. Forgot to say they're coming, these ones are being 2.4 meters long or tall. So there you go. All the best, guys.